Right now, what Donald Trump is doing is he's putting together a transition team that is full of lobbyists and the kind of people that he actually ran against. And so part of what we have to assess here is what is the mandate coming out? And I think that the clearest point that comes out of this election is that the American people do not want Wall Street to run their government. They do not want corporate executives to be the ones who are calling the shots in Washington. And you can shake your head no to that, but I think that is exactly what this election shows. It shows, look at the polling from this, that about 3/4 of all Americans do believe that the game is rigged, and that's Democrats, Republicans, and independents. And they believe it is rigged in favor of the people in this room, and that it is rigged against them and their families and their children. And they want to see change. They want to see that connection between Wall Street and giant corporations and our government broken. They want that not to happen anymore. They want a government that runs for the people. That's what I think this election is about.
What does the Trump transition/administration do that it's not doing now in your estimation?
Well, it doesn't start by hiring a bunch of lobbyists to run the transition. It doesn't start by floating names of people who've run giant hedge funds to be able, or been part of that, to be able to run the Treasury, or people who come from industry to be able to run the regulatory agencies. You know, the American people understand about the revolving door, and I think they're really sick of it. The notion that someone is in industry and makes a bunch of money and then goes into government for a few years regulating the very same industry and then spins right back into industry again.
But you know, elections have consequences, as
Sure
they
they
say.
do.
He won. He gets to pick his administration. Right?
He won, but I'm just making the point. You better take a look at what he won on. He did not win on a Mitch McConnell, Paul Ryan, business as usual, what can we do to help the giant corporations in America? Look, I know that the K Street lobbyists are absolutely out there salivating. You know, they're dancing in the streets. They say, this is our big chance. We're going to get to slash regulations. Man, look for a tax cut for those at the top.